Welcome back. When you retire, where do you see yourself living? Can you afford to live in Hawaii? Do you want to follow your kids or your grandkids to the mainland? KITV4's Diana Ko has some tips to consider in this week's Aging Well.
Retired banker Davis Hawkins is enjoying life on Oahu. This is exactly where he wants to be.
Hawaii was our first choice, having had our early years of marriage here, having spent so many times over the summer visiting here.
He and his new bride, Gail, spent their first 3 years of marriage in Hawaii when he worked for the Army. But the Hawkins also lived around the world. This was their home in Connecticut. His job also took them to Asia for 14 years. Well before it was time to wind down his career, Hawkins started researching his options.
Divided the country into 6 retirement zones based on sunshine, water, access to a city. So Hawaii was our first choice, but it was the most expensive. We didn't know if we'd be able to swing it.
They decided they could do it if they saved for it.
Hawkins is able to enjoy his time in this house because he planned for 15 years to be here.
That's just what AARP encourages everyone to do.
It's important to plan early. It's important to save money.
The answers will vary from person to person, but the big factors include weather and a livable city.
You want to exercise, you want to stay mobile as long as possible.
Being near family and friends is important to many.
If you retire and you're by yourself, that's bad for your health. If you just stay at home when you retire and don't go out and don't socialize, you're not going to live as long as someone who's got a sense of purpose.
Easy access to medical care and transportation is also key. And if you already have a home, is it ready for you to age in place? All things to think about, hopefully years ahead of time.
At AARP, we believe that people should choose the life they want to live as they age. Part of that is, again, financial planning.
Former banker Hawkins has a small tip that can yield big gains the sooner you start.
Just putting a little bit away and adding to that over the years.
Saving now so you can spend retirement where and how you want. Diana Ko, KITV4, Island News.
All good tips to keep in mind.